Welcome back. Thanks so much for staying with the AM Report. Let's bring you this now because a week ago, former South African captain Dane van Niekerk stunned the cricket world with her announcement to reverse her retirement from the game. One of the country's most decorated players, van Niekerk initially stepped away from international cricket in 2023, but has now decided she still has more to give to the sport. Her return raises exciting prospects for both domestic and potentially even international cricket. Following the conclusion of the training camp with the Proteas women in Durban, she joins us now from Gqeberha. A very good morning and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Thanks for being our guest. So what was it like being in camp again?
Yeah, good morning. Firstly, thank you for having me. Yeah, look, it was I won't say a culture shock, but it was, it was a bit of a shock. 2 years, it sounds short, but it's a long time. And just the intensity of the work that the team puts in, it was a bit of a shock, but I thoroughly enjoyed myself and it was just good to be back.
I mean, it was such a big thing for you to be able to come back to the game, but then being in that team setup over the week, what are some of the emotions that you were going through, some of the things that you were thinking about? Did it ever cross your mind, was this the right decision actually to come back?
That is a great question, actually. Funny enough, I went through a lot of emotions. The first day was pretty emotional, just with everything, all the PR and all those things, it was really emotional. And then, I think, yes, there was, I guess, stages in the camp that I thought, yes, why did you do this? But, every time I stepped on the field or, I had the bat in my hand or the ball in my hand, I realized that I made the right decision, As I said many times, I won't go through all of this if I'm not, committed to the cause and to the team again. There's a lot of speculation and all those things going around. But I think as long as I know why I'm doing this and I know that my motives are, in the right place and why I'm doing it, I think that's the most important thing. As I said, it was really tough. It was a shock to the body. We came back yesterday and I'm still very, very sore and stiff and all those things. But, it comes with the job and it made me excited. It made me committed again. And as I said, there was a lot of emotion, but I think the most important thing was more the fun factor and the excitement to be back within the environment.
The coach did say that you won't be a part of the World Cup squad. They're actually going to be announcing that squad tomorrow at the CSA headquarters here in Gauteng. Did you know that before you went into the camp?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing, though. That's what I said many times, that myself and Mandla has a very open communication, very honest communication. And going into the camp, I knew that obviously the World Cup prospects was not, and it's not fair, and that's the main thing. I cannot come back one camp and then expect to play a World Cup where players have put in a lot of work and effort into going to a World Cup, So going into the camp, I knew that I was content with that fact. As I said, there's a lot of open communication between me, Mandla, and CSA, and I was content. Obviously, World Cup is a World Cup. You want to play that, but you have to be realistic. And in 2 years, you do a lot of introspection, a lot of self, I guess, reflection. And, as I said, for me, Mandla was quite honest with me, and I know where I stand with him. I know where I stand with CSA, and I know where they want to go with the team. And I think for me, just being in the camp, as again, there was a lot of speculation and a lot of things said, but I knew from the start, and that was okay. It was just for me to come back, to see the intensity, to see the level of training that the team puts in, that so that I can mimic that back home and make sure that I am ready when called upon. So for me, it was just more getting back into it, reconnecting with old friends, almost family. That was the main thing, and also Mandla for him to see where my skill is at and for him to judge that whether I'm still good enough to play for my country or not. So that was definitely a very clear communication from them.
Dane, you said that you were absolutely broken when you retired in 2023. And when you speak about the emotions that you went through in camp, I actually can feel a little bit of that now. What was the point that you actually decided, you know what, I want to come back? in that 2-year hiatus, would you say that there was like a specific moment or something that happened that you were like, you know what, I need to actually go back?
Look, it is always close to my heart, but I had to leave. On a personal level, I had to. So that was probably the toughest decision I had to make in my life. But I kind of had to save my life type of situation, so it was really tough. But in the last 2 years, Marizan, my wife, she's really been hammering on me. She says, "But you're not done yet. You're not done yet." She's been really hammering me. And my late dad, he passed away 3 months ago. And he sent me a voice note that only a month after he passed, my mom actually told me what he meant, because I didn't understand what he said to me. I won't go into the details, but I couldn't understand what he said to me, because I was speaking to Mandla months. So this wasn't like a week thing or a day thing. We've been speaking for months, And then obviously from February, May, my father passed away. So then I couldn't make decisions, So I said to Mandla, just give me time, I'm but in a weird place now because of dad and all those things. And then a month after my dad passed, my mom explained to me this voice note. And it's like, you know what, you wanted me to come back, even though I missed everything. I miss playing for my country. Yes, commentating is great. I love it. But I want to play cricket. I love it. But obviously with all the emotions going around and all those things, I was like, what am I doing? And then my mom explained to me what my dad meant. And I just went, I'm coming back. Like, Mandla, I saw Mandla in West Indies. We had a good conversation as well. And I just said, that's what my dad would have wanted. And I want to make him proud again. I want to make myself proud, and I want to make my country proud. I want to make Marizan proud, my family proud. So, yeah, I said it in the media, my why is a lot bigger than it was. In the past, it's almost like I expected to play for my country and all those things, where now the why is a lot bigger. And I want to come back, making everybody proud of myself. I think that's the main thing. Is the why is a lot bigger now, and I'm excited.
Sure, Dane, actually hearing you, I feel quite tearful standing here. But we've got a massive cricket fan in the studio, and that is Arabile. He does actually play on the weekends. I'm pretty sure that you will beat him every single day of the week. He can take some lessons from you, but he's got a question for you.
Yeah, Dana, look, I need to take a lot of lessons from you if I'm going to get anywhere close to that. But nonetheless, look, you've seen the WPL, you've seen the 100 as it's played right now. Let's talk about the women's game and how vast that has grown over the last couple of years, especially with the 100, it seems, has given it so much impetus. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, look, I mean, to be in women's cricket at the moment is pretty lucrative. It's an amazing place to be in. It's just, we always laugh, myself and Marizan, we say we wish we were 10 years younger, where the game is going. It's just exciting. And it's a long time coming, in my opinion. It's been a lot of hard work from a lot of generations before us, and also kind of a little bit of our generation, But it's so exciting to see. I've been lucky enough to be part of most of these leagues, and hopefully one pops up in South Africa so we can also join the party. But no, it's exciting to see, and it just shows you where the game's at. And it's good for women's cricket in the world. And we're speaking about the World Cup coming up. I think it's going to be a fantastic World Cup to watch. I think the skill levels have gone through the roof from every single country, So I think it's going to be so exciting to watch. And that's what these leagues are creating.
Dane, we are very excited about the World Cup. You yourself played the last of your internationals in 2021. Your goals for the next 6 and 12 months, where do you see this return going?
Well, that's a great question. I think the main thing for me is just to get myself to the best Dane that I can. Again, said a lot, but there's a lot of speculation, a lot of things said. But I think for me, mainly, and again, just the conversations with Mandla as well, is just being the healthiest Dane that I can be. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks type of situation. It's just me being, the healthiest, fittest Dane that I can be for the team, firstly. And secondly, I just want to get back on the park and really express myself, show that, I can still play the game. So I think if I can get back on the park within the next six months, that'll be awesome. But there's obviously a lot of things that I need to, tick box type of situation. But yeah, I'd love to just be on the park. I know there's a couple of series ahead. You know, there's Ireland, then there's, I think, Pakistan coming and all those things. So hopefully within one of those, those last 2 years, I would sit at home alone, and I would just, the only thing I would think about is the next time I'll sing the national anthem, you know, and I get tears thinking about that, you know, getting on the field and actually singing that anthem again. And I think that's the main goal, is to line up and sing that anthem thinking, you know, I'm back and you know, I want to contribute. I want to give back to the game. It's given so much to me, and I'd love to give back as well.
And add to those 194 internationals. Dane, thank you so much for your honesty. Thank you so much for being our guest here on the AM Report. It's been fantastic to hear from you. And also all the best of luck as you return to the game.
No, thank you so much, and have a wonderful spring.